Playing is more like the weekend. You can kind of put Netflix on, just turn your brain off, and you just fucking you zone out. That's what playing is. And again, there's nothing wrong with that if that's what time it is. But at the same time, you also need to be practicing a lot more. Practicing is like your weekdays. It's like Tuesday at 10 a.m. for those of you that work or have jobs. Like you're working. That's your time at work. That's your time to lock in, right? That's what practicing is versus playing. And then finally here, um, practicing is tough. So I want to acknowledge that as well. Practicing is a lot harder than actually playing. And that's why a lot of people, when they try to practice, they actually end up playing. They end up zoning out. They end up playing things that they already know. They're not using that focus or that extra level of focus, I guess, or admiration looking at the certain piece. They're not really doing that. They kind of zone out and they end up playing songs they already know. They end up playing things without any focus. And especially if you're practicing for only, let's say, 20 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, you really need to make the most out of that time. You need to utilize that time, whatever it is that you have, in the best way possible. And you need to make sure that your brain and you are mentally all the way in on this practice session. Nothing can pull you out of the way, and you are just completely locked in. And again, one's not necessarily bad, quote unquote, one's not necessarily good, quote unquote, but the majority of your time should be practicing. If you are really trying to get better and that's your goal, I would say at least 90-10. At least 90% of the time you should be practicing. So that's fine tuning things or maybe learning something new. 10% should be just playing for fun, because you do need to have that in there. You don't want 100% practicing, 0% playing, because we all learn the piano so that we can play it and that we can make music and play music that we love. But if you are trying to get better, you want the majority to be actually practicing, actually to be getting better as a piano player. So I would say 90-10. I practice every day. So usually on Sundays is my day. I will do that as like my play day. So on Sundays, if I do an hour or 2 hours, I just play things for fun.